What's been the best and what's been the worst moment in AEW of their 5-year history?
So what are we starting with? Best here? Do we want to start? We'll start with best. I mean, best is clearly Wembley. Like, to be able to put together that show and have one of the whatever. I don't care whatever the reported numbers are. I don't care. Stop debating it on Twitter. But to put it together a show that big within the first 5 years of your existence and to sell a lot of those tickets without even announcing what the main event was going to be, what the card was going to be. Clearly that shows that you have a lot of potential as a company. And yeah, they have a lot of those negatives and lows, certainly that we can talk about. But the best thing that they've done clearly is being able to go over to Wembley and put together the show that they
did. There's no question. Think about it. If it's 81,000 people, and this is how WWE does it, guys, as we know. They just say WWE's coming to town. It's like, oh, I'm going to get a ticket. You don't know who's in the main event. You don't know who's on the card. For AEW, an alternative brand to be able to do that is a huge success, a feather in their cap. And on top of that, not that good of a main event. That wasn't a Hogan Andre at the top. That wasn't Roman at the top. It was kind of like MJF and Adam Cole, which is fine for a Dynamite or Revolution. But I mean, the idea that they were able to do that, and it shows you how great the UK crowd is, that they went to support and just be part of something special. To pack that place is great. I think also on top of that, guys, a positive is that they've got something that the NWA and MLW and Game Changer doesn't have, and all your favorite indies don't have. They got TV, and they got more than just TV. They're adding those extra shows, and again, I don't care about all these other so-called TV experts about ratings because they don't understand them, just like we don't understand them either. Point is, though, is that there is a company that's willing to pay you to put wrestling on Fridays and Saturday nights. Like, they're paying you to do this. So whatever the number is, that's a positive because that's money in your coffers. So I think that that's a positive as well. Bro, it's that big crowd in the UK, in good TV, and they're still sustainable. They're still hanging in there pretty well for a company that's 5 years old.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. When you step back and realize what they did at Wembley, like, it is damn impressive. And that obviously is top of the list. The others I throw out there, the development of MJF, like him being a legit star in the business right now, is because of AEW and what they've done with him. And also, and I think I also would put this on the worst side, they got CM Punk to come back. No one else was able to do that. Like, they still had that moment, and it was, a rocky relationship at best, but they got CM Punk to come back.
Oh, the first dance is definitely one of the best moments. Like, I mean, to sell out the United Center, to have that pop for CM Punk, to draw the rating, the number that they did on a Friday night Rampage, like, that was certainly one of the spectacular moments. And yes, then brawl out, brawl in, like, all becomes part of the negative side of it. But that doesn't take away the electricity and the specialness that was CM Punk.
Gabe, I was there as I told you the story before, I was there at the United Center for that. And it just made me feel great as a wrestling fan again. Not trying to be over dramatic, but just the idea that I'm at the United Center and everybody knows the worst kept secret in the business that CM Punk was coming in, and people were chanting CM Punk from the parking lot to the concourse to the bathrooms, everywhere else, chanting CM Punk. And then he arrives and I'm there. And again, this is under AEW's brand, and it was great. And then I went to Milwaukee after that, and it made me feel so good. I was like, what if I just went on tour with him? Well, how about like, I think Cincinnati was next or whatever. I'm like, what if I just keep going, right? Because with Punk being there and just the good feeling of the company, I mean, AEW's brought back some great memories for me watching WCW or watching the WWE in the Attitude Era. So I just think that alternative brand, even the missteps, the ups and downs, they've provided some great moments, and they provided some pro wrestling, terrific in-ring product. They want to be an alternative for sure. They were not sports entertainment at the beginning. They were about the in-ring product, and they gave us a lot of that so far.
Yeah, 100%.
Can I nominate Sting? How they've handled Sting, I think, has been a pretty good thing. Like, some of those Sting spots that he's done, I can't remember which pay-per-view it was, but when he's like jumping from the crowd, like above, like where one of the tunnels are, down onto people, like the way they've used Sting and kept him special and had him create a lot of those cool moments on his way out the door. Like, I think that's certainly a highlight of the first 5 years of AEW.
Yeah,
as well.
they've done so much right in the ring that, like, yes, we criticize them when we talk about their booking, but like, They've given us that pro wrestling. They give us those pay-per-views that we talk about all the time where there might be some holes in storytelling, but we know it's going to deliver in the ring. And that's something as a wrestling fan that is exciting and one of the best parts of AEW existing right now.